Bracey has the sport now, and no luck for Lucas Neal, Bracey.
Sharon, no luck and no love, with the international career of former Socceroos captain Lucas Neal appearing to be over tonight after coach Ange Postecoglou confirmed the defender has been omitted from the World Cup squad. Neal was told of his acting by Postecoglou after 96 international games, including a record 61 as captain. It's believed the 36-year-old still wants to play on, though, with his sights set on next year's Asian Cup. Neal was left out of the Socceroos' last friendly against Ecuador in March after being without a club since departing his Japanese team in November 2013. Neal secured a month-loan deal with English side Doncaster in late March. Postecoglou felt it was unlikely he'd be ready for a World Cup campaign. Well, the AFL has found itself under enormous pressure after the suspension of Demon Jack Viney. Viney was banned for 2 games by the tribunal for rough conduct tonight, with Melbourne now expected to appeal.
Jack Viney was referred straight to the AFL tribunal, but arrived with Demons officials confident of leaving a free man. Despite this collision resulting in a broken jaw for Crow Tom Lynch, Melbourne argued there was no malice, the tribunal disagreeing. After a 2-hour hearing and 19-minute deliberation, Viney was found guilty of rough conduct with a subsequent 2-match ban.
We felt we had a very strong, deep defence, and we felt we had every chance to present that. Decision by the tribunal was the decision.
Every person who saw that piece of play live said, fantastic, this is a guy who's kept his eye on the footy, then gone and won the ball. What a fantastic action. All of a sudden he finds himself out for a couple of weeks. There were suggestions that he needed to stop in motion or pirouette. Well, you just can't do that. I mean, that's not the circumstance.
Viney will miss games against the Western Bulldogs and Richmond, but his club is now expected to appeal.
We won't be doing it for an appeal's sake. But certainly if we think there's some grounds there, we're certainly looking at taking it that avenue.
The outcome leading to an outcry from a host of AFL greats.
I'm in the Hall of Fame. I love going to those functions. For a start, I'm not going to turn up to that. Okay, they can get stuff this year. I'm not doing anything for them. I'm not turning up to their functions. This is just fundamentally wrong.
The way the AFL have gone is they're trying to legislate against bad luck, really. So the same action without the injury would be cleared. I just can't see how that works.
We heard the verdict come through and I actually had to stop Bass from running downstairs and tearing the place apart. We couldn't believe it happened.
You ask Tom Lynch what he thinks about the situation, he'd probably say it's a part of football.
Richmond's Brett Delidio had a much more successful trip to the tribunal, the star midfielder getting his striking charge downgraded from intentional to reckless and avoiding a 1-match ban.
Brett, relieved?
Yes, mate. Very happy that I'm playing, and that's about all I need to say, I think.
Well, Lance Franklin's best friend Josh Gibson has tried to play down the hype surrounding the likely chance that he'll line up on the Swans' new superstar. But first, Buddy must pass a fitness test tomorrow, and teammate Adam Goods has defended the big money recruit, saying he's bought into that so-called Bloods culture.
It's become fashionable to bag Buddy, but if you listen...
So that's where the problem arises.
The Dragons hope to have an answer from Benji Marshall within 48 hours on whether he'll play out his career with the red and white. St George Illawarra players deny he's past his best and say they're thrilled the club is chasing the Kiwi.
They'll go up against the Bulldogs without him, but the Dragons are still hoping to get Benji Marshall on board.
Yeah, he's a talent and I think he'd definitely be up for it.
He's a great player and I suppose every kid growing up has watched Benji play and I'd like to play alongside him.
You'd open the door for him as long as he knows he's the apprentice.
Yeah, that's... who knows.
While the Sharks remain hopeful.
Liverpool's English Premier League title hopes have suffered a huge blow. Following a shock 3-3 draw with Crystal Palace, the Reds conceded 3 goals in the last 11 minutes of that match and forfeited 2 crucial competition points with only 1 game to go. Extreme sailing more than lived up to its name during the latest round of the series in China. 2 rival yachts ploughed into each other at high speed in one of the biggest crashes in the history of the event.
Everyone else has to bear away behind Alinghi. Red Bull go for a big bear away. There's a huge crash on board. Red Bull slam into the side of Alinghi.
Good Lord, that was absolutely extraordinary.
Amazingly, Alinghi managed to win despite having to complete the race with a huge cut in its hull. There you go, crazy stuff. That's the sporting news from now. More to come in the next half hour. There's always Sky News Multivision.
Thank you very much, Brace.